Ooh, Flyman ran.
Yo, welcome back to another edition of The Bland Conversations right here on 102.3 The Beat, thebeatcincy.com. As always, I'm your host, D. Taryn Bland. And to my right, I have a very, very special guest tonight with me tonight, multi-time recording platinum artist, folks, none other, the one and only Kevin Gates. Kevin, how you doing, brother?
Amazing. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for giving me some time. So first, I just want to say, from me personally, thank you for authentically being yourself.
Yes, sir.
Always being yourself. Cause that's how I always roll, and sometimes you feel like you're being yourself. Feel like, am I doing things right, trying to progress in this world?
Yes, sir. That's normal.
Yes, sir. So, with you being authentically yourself, I just know if I keep being myself, things will break through and things will happen. So,
When you're honest, you always get what you need.
Yes, sir.
Because you're being honest.
Yes, sir. So, I say once again, thank you for joining me, and just how I feel to be back on tour.
I feel amazing. This is the best tour I've ever been on, to be honest.
I believe it's your first tour since Big Life tour.
Something like that.
Yeah. What
Because even when I'm not touring, I'm touring.
Right, true. What made it feel like it was the right time to hop back on tour and get back out here and be amongst your people, your fans?
This will make me feel like me. I mean, I train and work out every day in the off season for, the season. This is the season. I'm an athlete.
Okay, yeah, I just see you on the, I forget the league they show on Revolt, the basketball league. I'm
a great passer. My team lost, but we had fun.
That's the most important thing, to have fun and enjoy what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous when your team missed out being to set this up. Had anxiety coming all throughout the week.
I get nervous before I go on stage every time, and when you get nervous, that's only a sign that you care.
Yes, sir.
And this is a safe place. We don't judge.
Yes, sir. I was about to say, I seen your post about saying getting back on tour, being on the road, so that made me feel so much better.
Yeah, them butterflies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, oh man, I want to talk about your song that you just released maybe last week, a few days ago, God Slippers.
God Slippers.
Yes, sir. First off,
I did the incapable. I mastered the art of incapable wins.
Correct, exactly. And that's the first I want to talk was. I'm not sure how long ago you made the song, but I know you in there. You say you charged the battery, you got back in charge. Like, was
Yes,
that
sir.
inspired by that miracle?
Something like that. But like I said, I don't consider it was something that I did. Mm-hmm. It was only done with the permission of the Creator. And like I said, if I'd have had cables, I'd have hooked my cables up. I just put my hands and prayed, like, God, please let this lady make it home. Yes, and that's what happened. So it's not me, it's the Creator.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How big does spirituality play in your life? I'm sorry, I can't talk right now, but how big is, like, say, it's
spirituality?
Yes, sir.
To me, could you hold a piece of paper in front of your face and blow it, go? Did you see the wind that blew the paper?
Yes, sir.
Did you see it come out your mouth and blow the paper?
No, sir.
It was invisible.
Correct.
That's how important spirituality is to me. You can't see it, but it's forever present. It's the breath.
So
that spirituality is only the act of breathing.
Okay. When did you become so spiritual and
I was born like this. I always knew I was different.
Mm-hmm. From the moment you were born?
Yes, sir. I never fit in.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. Fit in as far as how? Like,
I just never fit in. I always been the black sheep.
And no matter whatever you did, the black sheep, you felt like.
Yeah, I always knew I was different. The things that I do, a lot of people say, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I was like, okay, I'm going to follow my heart because this is what feels right to me. And because I follow my heart, I always win. I was never in a rush to be super famous. Like, I take the slow approach. What slow be for show. The turtle always win the race, slow and steady.
So was the music thing always in your heart from?
Because it's something I love. It's something that I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. So I incorporate my life with my music, such as like me combating depression, such as me combating suicide attempts and suicidal thoughts and suicidal thinking, such as me combating bullying. I put all of that in my music. I encompass everything that I do with my music.
That's great to hear. And I have a question about as far as your music creating process. Like, so I've seen another artist say that basically sometimes when they make music, they feel like they want to create music for other, like put themselves in the other shoes to be relatable to what they're going through. Do you just go ahead and, as I say, like you said, use it for depression, therapeutic?
Yeah, I'm not a carbon copy. I'm authentically me.
Correct.
So I'm gonna make music that caters to me, and I'm gonna share myself with the general public. Like, real people do real things. It don't matter if you're a bus driver, if you're a janitor, if you change lights. It don't matter. If you're a man, you're a man. Men greet men. There's no up and low with me. I'm never above you. I'm never below you. I'm right on side you. That's just always been my motto.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, obviously, getting back into it, like I said, you work out every single day.
Yeah, I don't miss.
How hard is it harder to stick to a routine when you're on tour constantly day after day?
No, sir, because you make time for what you love. And I love fitness because that's committing an act of self-love. So when I commit an act of self-love, I raise my frequency. See, a person could tell me they disciplined, but you could look at my stomach, I take my shirt off, it's going to show you my discipline. My body is a reflection of, the external is a reflection of the internal. So I don't miss because it's a commitment that I made with myself. Self-restraint equals self-respect. Self-respect equals self-confidence.
Now, as far as...
It's like when I walk in the room,
yes, sir,
my confidence, because I did what I was supposed to do before I came in here. I worked my ass off.
Now, as far as the internal goes, as far as like the consumption, food consumption, like is that tricky, or like I said, day to day?
You make time for what you make time for what you love.
Right.
If you look at your body like a body that's cool, you flavor tasting. I look at my body like my temple. God body covered by the highest. They guns hold no power to this holy temple. My body is my temple, so I'm careful who I let touch it. I'm careful what I put in it. I'm careful where I let it be around, because this is my temple, and I love it. I honor my creator by honoring my temple.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like I said, we got God Slippers out. That's the latest single you put out, fire record, like I said. Let's talk about the album that's upcoming, Ceremony.
Ceremony.
What type of ceremony are we getting with this album?
The reuniting with yourself. I learned to love the stranger that was once myself. And as we celebrating, it's a ceremony. Or you just, reuniting with yourself. Because a lot of people don't even know who they are. They can't even be in the room with the TV off. They can't be away from their phones. They just, they don't know who they are. They got to keep themselves distracted. Because they don't want to know who they are. It's scary. I know who I am.
Now, I know you once said in an interview, first time meeting, they say when you walk in a room, you look in somebody's eyes and you say you see a different version of yourself. You see a different version of you and them.
Yeah.
So that's my question to you. First time meeting me, which version of Kevin do you see in me?
It's not for me to say that, because like while you on your journey, the things that I say, it may kind of alter your journey. And it's not for me it's for me to be an observer, because anything I see in somebody that I like, that's something that I'm identifying with in myself. Anything I see in somebody that I dislike, that's something inwardly that I need to look at, like, why am I only seeing the things that I dislike in this person? So that's an internal issue that I need to resolve. So I'm more of an observer. It's not for me to speak and give advice, but when you allow yourself to see different versions of yourself, it's easier for you to love everybody and be non-judgmental, because you know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. Nobody came out the pussy perfect.
Correct. But Kevin Gates, I appreciate the time. I had a few more questions, but wrapping up. But appreciate you giving me the time. That
yes,
you
sir.
me.
No question.
And for the Blend Conversation, D. Taryn Blend with the one and only Kevin Gates right here at 102.3 The Beat.
Thank you for having me.